Hi guys, I hope you're alright. I went to Portland last weekend with a couple of friends with the idea of doing deep water solo for the first time. But when we got there, we realized conditions were not exactly ideal, as there was strong wind alert. We brought the pads with us, so we ended up in the bouldering area in the cuttings. I took this as an opportunity to make this video, how to flash a boulder problem outdoors. Flashing a problem means to climb a problem first go. It isn't as pure a form of ascent as on-sighting in my opinion, because you are allowed to know more information about the boulder problem. But still, you only get one chance. There is no exact science on how to flash a boulder problem, so I'm gonna tell you what you can do to have the best chance. Choose a problem on the doable/flashable spectrum. What I mean with this is that if your hardest climb after practice is VX, you should be trying to flash climbs easier than that. And if you're trying to flash a climb as hard or close to your highest grade, at least choose one that suits your style. Do some research on the climb. Check out the guide, watch some videos, or watch other people climb it when you're in the crack. Even if you have an idea of the beta, route reading is essential when you are in front of the boulder. You might have to tweak or adapt a few things here and there. I find particularly helpful to draw tick marks on keyholes. This problem in the cuttings has so many fit holds and hand holds you can choose from, but only a few are the ones you can actually pull on. Also check the top holes or top out. In short, make sure your knowledge of the climb is as good as possible and that you have a clear sequence in mind before you give your flash burn. Really important aspect of flashing I find is the mindset. In climbing there's technique you can learn, strength you can build, but then there's also a mental aspect you can train. I find trying to flash problems is really good for this last one. You don't get 2 flash burns, you only get 1, so you have to give it all you have. Your heel might slip or you might not be able to reach the next handhold, but that's not your fault. Put your flashing cap on, get on the zone, and make sure you are 100% committed on the mental side to every move. There's also a luck factor. You can read the problem perfectly, be 100% committed, be physically strong enough to flash it, and then a foot slip, as I said before, where you least need it. That can happen and it's really annoying, but it really doesn't mean anything. Don't take it too seriously and remember you do this for fun. Here's my flash attempt on Lost Decade. It's a problem I wanted to climb for a while, and as I thought it suited my style, I really wanted to try to flash it. The beginning of it climbs well on big holes. It's after this underclimb where the holes start to get smaller. That's the first scrimp of the cracks, which is quite positive, and thank God it was positive, because here I lose quite a lot of time sorting out my feet. There is the second back crimp I get with my left hand. Quite miserable, but still good enough to bounce from to get the next hold. You get your right hand up too and then pull through to the top, which is a big victory jog. The top out is easy and you can take my word as it's one of the things I'm worse at. I was so happy to flash this problem. It's the first 7A or V6 I flashed outdoors, although to be fair I have to say it felt a tad soft for the grade. In any case, I rested for a bit and then I had a flash go at Years Around the Sun, which is a V7 extension of Lost Decade that finishes on the left. I did the first go too, but then I think I can't really tick it as flash since I had climbed half of it doing Lost Decade. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As a side note, I have to say that obviously some problems will be harder to flash than others, even if they are on the same grade. I thought Lost Decade was a good candidate for me since it was steep, crimpy and not too long. Later on in the day we went to try some other problems in a roof nearby, and although the difficulty was similar, the start of the problem was trickier and it required some micro beta I couldn't take into account on my first attempt. So I found this problem was much harder to send on the first go. Anyway, that's all for today folks. I hope you find the video useful. If that's the case, please like it, share it, drop a comment and subscribe.